What up, my people? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Albert Lopez. Thanks for clicking in. Thanks for cruising on in. Let's hang out for a little bit and talk about it. If this is the first time that you're here, I hope you enjoy this video. And if you do, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe to the channel. Yeah, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video. Thanks again for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's get started with today's video. Hey, what's up, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about be in love with what you do. Sometimes we have to do things that are a necessity, things that we're responsible for, things that we need to do, things that we have to do, and we don't like to do them, but we know that we have to do them. Then there's also things that we choose to do. We actually sign up for them and we want to do them, and we do them and we end up not loving them as we're doing them. So what ends up happening is instead of enjoying the process, we're miserable during the process. And instead of getting results that are 100% or beyond, they end up being much less than that because we're really not putting in our love in these things that we have to do, or even the things we choose to do that we end up not liking what we're doing. I've had two situations: things that I have to do that I don't love to do, and things that I want to do that I end up not loving having to do them. Have to do would be like paying bills or pulling weeds in my garden. Want to do is pretty much everything I get involved in. Anything that I want to do is because I want to do it and I get involved with it and I start it. But what ends up happening is that I start not getting the results that I want, and it turns into something that I don't want to do anymore. But I'm so invested in it already that I have to finish it. And during that time, it turns into I have to finish it versus I want to finish it. So what I've done to change this to get a better end result is I've changed my perspective. I changed my attitude towards the things that I don't love doing. For example, not loving to pay my bills. I don't love to pay my bills. I've turned it into I get to pay my bills. Why? Because I enjoy having hot water. I enjoy lights in my house. I enjoy having fire come out of my stove. I enjoy having internet at home. I enjoy having a cell phone service. So because I enjoy having these things, I get to have these things. So in order to get to have these things, I get to pay for them. And it's a lovely transaction. I'm going to pay you for the services that I have. So you have to change your attitude. You have to change your perspective. I get to have these things. So I also want to pay for them because I love to enjoy them. I love my family enjoying all these services. Once you change your attitude, once you change your perspective, it doesn't become a miserable thing. It becomes something that you're proud of, something that you get to do because you get to enjoy the services. Therefore, I'm thankful for having these things, so it's only fair that I pay for them. The other example I made was pulling weeds in my garden. First of all is realizing and understanding that I got caught slipping and I let the weeds grow too big. That's when I don't like pulling weeds, when it gets just out of control. So first of all is being aware and acknowledging that it was on me, I got caught slipping, and I let the weeds get too crazy. Now, once that's all settled, I move on to the next step. The next step is I set a vision, I set a goal, I set a purpose. I like my garden looking well groomed. I like my garden looking crispy and looking sharp. So in order to do that, I need to take care of these weeds. So now what I'm chasing is I'm chasing a sharp, well-groomed, clean garden. That's what I'm chasing. That's what I'm doing. I'm not pulling weeds. That's just the goal. That's just the task. That's just the step to what I really want. What I really want is a sharp, crispy, well-groomed garden. So it changes the perspective again. It changes the attitude from I gotta pull weeds, the weeds look terrible, my hands are gonna smell, I'm gonna be under the sun, I'm gonna probably sneeze and get my allergies. See, that perspective and that attitude wasn't working for me. It made my time in the garden miserable, and I love doing garden work. So by switching my attitude and saying, I want, like I said, first off, understanding that I messed up and I got caught slipping and those weeds got out of control. 2, focus and saying, what do I want? What is the purpose? The purpose is to have a clean, sharp, well-groomed, sharp-edged garden. Let's go. What do I need to do in order to get that? Well, I need to pull these weeds. That's it. Let's get started. The other thing I mentioned, of course, is the things that I start that I want to do and then I end up not wanting to do them. What would happen is I'd get caught up in the start and in the doing and in the hustle and in the work, and then I'm just going and going and going, and I never stopped to measure my results. I never stopped to see if the ladder I was climbing was even on the right wall. So what would end up happening is I would slowly start getting the results I didn't want. But because I wasn't checking, I'd get so far into the project that eventually it was so obvious that I was getting the results that I didn't want, that at that point it was turning into something like, this is not even what I wanted. But now I'm so invested in it, now I gotta finish it, now I gotta do it. So now what I do, similar to what I did with my garden, is anything that I start, I set it with a purpose. I set it in the reason. Why do I want to do this? What's the result that I want? Once I get that, then I set the steps to achieve that purpose. Once I have those steps, then that means those are the things that I need to be checking off as I'm going, because now I've set up measuring points. I put so much time in and I measure and see if I'm accomplishing the goals that I need to accomplish in order to get the end result that I want. So this never turns sour. This never turns into something I don't want to do, because I am consistently checking my points to make sure that I am achieving my goals in order to get the end results. What this has done is that it has kept me in track to achieve all the goals that will ultimately achieve the purpose, the reason on why I wanted to do the project. This puts you in a control position and allows you to stop or adjust and keep on going. So really, it's all perspective and attitude. Don't let an outdated perspective or a bad attitude keep you from enjoying the process. By adjusting your perspective and having a good attitude, you'll be able to enjoy the process and love the things that you have to do, as well as loving the things that you want to do. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for clicking in. How do you deal with things that you don't love to do? Leave it in the comments below. Also, don't forget to kick it with me over on Instagram and TikTok. Links are in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. But also, let me know in the comments why you like this video. And also, if you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down. And in the comments, let me know why you didn't like it. And lastly, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so YouTube can notify you every time I upload a new video. That's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for clicking in. I appreciate you guys. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next video.